I became this intern's pet. I was the female CEO of the company, yet I was crawling on the floor, kneeling down, licking food from my hands, because I took good care of myself. At 57, I was still charming and attractive. My whole life, I played the role of a good leader, a good wife, and a good mother. But no one knew that the crushing pressure of life had already pushed me to the edge. I once tried to seek release from my husband. I pressed a pillow tightly over my face, wanting him to pretend to force himself on me. But he didn't understand what I meant at all, and I couldn't say it out loud. So that one chance for release slipped away, and life could only continue through endless endurance. I worked desperately, gave speech after speech on television, and became a role model in the hearts of countless women. Yet the fire buried deep inside me kept burning hotter and hotter, until one day, I ran into a vicious dog on the street. Just as I was shaken, a man called the dog back. Watching that fierce dog wag its tail obediently in front of him, I suddenly felt an inexplicable sense of pleasure. An absurd and bold thought even crossed my mind. I wanted to become that dog, obediently being petted by its owner. But I quickly suppressed that thought. I went to work as usual, thinking I would keep going like this until retirement. But that day, several interns showed up at the company. One of them, a bright and handsome young man, was the same person who had called the dog back that day. The way he spoke was full of provocation. In the work, yet once again, I felt that strange sense of pleasure. After all, no one had ever dared to treat me like that. Soon, I couldn't help but approach him and ask some questions seriously. The man seemed to sense something.
I gave it a cookie.
Ja, ich habe Kaffee.
Maybe you want one?
Instead of backing off because of my displeasure, he became even bolder and started interfering with my life.
Drink coffee. How many do you think?
Business. 7.
I couldn't explain why I kept answering those inappropriate questions. In front of him, I seemed unable to stop myself from obeying. At a banquet a few days later, he deliberately came over to talk to me and kept interrupting me again and again. I should have been angry, but I never was. While dancing with my husband, my eyes kept drifting toward that young man against my will. Seeing him being intimate with other women made me feel an indescribable pain. But when I saw him casually toss his tie onto the floor, a barely noticeable excitement surfaced on my otherwise calm face. Taking advantage of no one paying attention, I hid that tie away. I slipped alone into my office and did the boldest and most absurd thing I had done in my entire life. And the moment when everything truly spiraled out of control was only just beginning.